morning, everybody. Um, Today, I decided to tell you about my workout routine during the quarantine time because so many people want to work out and they see other people work out, so they're like, oh, we gotta work out too. First of all, that's not the thing. If you see other people working out, that doesn't mean you have to work out. And if you want to work out, go ahead and do it. So this video is about just like how I got into my routine during the quarantine, what I was doing before that, and what I'm doing now. Potentially, I will also show you a couple of like routines during like in-home routines for like working out, or just maybe like getting a little bit of pump, and that's all about it. In fact, I also got a call this morning from my mom saying that she subscribed to my channel, and I'm like, do you even watch YouTube videos? And she's like, not much, but I watch yours and they're good. So if she says it, then you know you gotta subscribe. If you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe. You'll see lots of good quality videos coming up. And with that being said, I'm gonna smash breakfast and then we're gonna come back and I'll tell you about my routine. Okay, my breakfast is ready, and as you might know by now, I got oats over here, 2 scoops, 60 grams of oats, and black coffee. And if by now you don't know that I'm having this for breakfast, that means that you haven't subscribed or liked the video, which means go ahead and subscribe and like the video. And with that, I'm gonna go watch some news and come back and tell you my routine. Just easy as that. Breakfast is over, oats and coffee. And now we're getting down to my workout routine, or your future workout routine during quarantine. But before I start that, I have to say, most people probably should not be working out during quarantine. In fact, there's so much pressure during quarantine time that I don't even know why people should work out or do anything for that matter. But if you're trying to stay productive, then there's so many options. For example, right now I would be at the gym if I wasn't stuck at home, which means that I wouldn't be making this video most likely, or maybe I would have at the gym. But what I'm saying here is that do what you like during this time because there's so much pressure. And if working out is not one of them, just because other people do it, that doesn't mean you should be doing it. For example, some people start baking, some people just color their hair, all of those things. Just because other people do it, that doesn't mean you should be doing it. So don't even go down that path. So that's the first thing. Second is that if you decided that you want to do, for example, workouts at home and stuff, then you probably need some sort of tools to be able to make it effective. Again, as somebody else told me once, do whatever you can. It's almost like something is always better than nothing, but I don't know if that's actually true. It might be. So whatever you can, if you can move a lot, if you can do like whatever, push-ups, pull-ups, anything you have at home, that would be nice. But do whatever you can, and that should be good enough. So at the end of all of these things, if you're still convinced that you want to do some sort of like home workout to stay in shape, I can't say to build muscle. For most people, that might not be the case because like the intensity is not even that much, and I have another video on that if you do not overload, it's very unlikely for you to build muscle, but there's a very good possibility that you can lean down during this time or lose a lot of fat. So that's actually something very important, and that's what I was doing because I was going to go on a cut during the summer, and we're not even close to the summer, or we are close but we're not there yet. So I'm like, okay, how can I use this time to actually get better, not necessarily build muscle, right? And I don't want to lose much, to be honest. So just putting all of those things together, I thought it would be nice if I could just like lose a little bit of maybe fat. So when summer comes, or when everything gets better and I go out and I can lift more and all of those things, then I'm lean. Then I can rebulk and then go back up. And most people probably don't even care about this thing, but if you do, then you can lean down. And that is probably one of the best things that you can do during this time. I've also heard that if you're at home and you're close to the fridge, I mean, like I'm always close to food and stuff, you will eat a lot, and that's true. What you need to do is that first, if you're living on your own, which is the case for me, you decide what to buy. Which means that if you don't buy lots of random stuff, then you should be safe. It doesn't matter if it's quarantine time, at home, in the kitchen, it just doesn't matter. But if you're living like in a family or like with some other people and they have I'm saying good quality food. No, not good quality. If you have random food in the house, then you might just be screwed. So that's just like what comes with it. Is there a strategy around it? I don't even know. Like, is there like if you just open the fridge and you see like very nice cheesecake, would you not want to eat that? I probably would go through the whole thing. So, and that's totally fine. In fact, that's what I realized, that if that is the case for you, then you can eat as much as you want and whatever you want, because that's your situation. But here's a catch. You gotta be able to match the level of exercise and the workout and all the movements to match that with your food intake, right? And then you'll be fine. So for example, if you go through the whole cheesecake, that's totally fine. Now you got lots of calories in, which means that you got lots of energy. In fact, you got so much sugar, you're gonna be happy as fuck. Which means that you're gonna come back and you can do lots of like home workout, you can move a lot. If you can go for a walk, you can go out for a walk. I can, for example, like during weekends or even afternoons, I always go for a walk, right? There are not that many people out, and I always like stay away from other people for like, I don't know, 2 meters or whatever. So you can do that. Like, in fact, I eat a lot. I showed you a video that I eat like 2-3 chickens per day, and like whole chickens and oats and all the other stuff. And that's totally fine because I have a lot of output. In fact, I don't want to lose that much size, right? And some people want to lose more, so that's totally fine. You can totally take advantage of the free time that you have, if you do have that, to go for a walk, go for an hour, go for 2. If you like it, put in the music and go for like 5, 10. That would be stupid, but like, no, it wouldn't be. Like, if you want to get somewhere, you can go as far or as fast as you want. And this is one of those things. So if you walk for 10 hours, then you will lose a lot of fat. Just like as simple as that. Because you're going to come back and eat that cheesecake anyways. You might as well put in that 10 hours of, or 5 hours, or 2 hours of walk before that or after. So that's that. Don't worry about it too much, especially during this time. Eat as much as you want if you have no other option. Then work out and exercise as much as you can, because you have that option. Because exactly you have that option. And that's what I have. I have the option of controlling my food. I have the option of exercising. So putting those two together is just like a good like life, I guess. So that's that. You can totally do that. If one part is not perfect, it's okay. Make it perfect with the other part. And if both of them are not perfect, so you have to eat or you're close to lots of random food and also you can't exercise, then you might have to reconsider. Is that the goal for you? Is that what you want? Like, do you actually want to lose, for example, weight? Or you want to build muscle? Like, if you don't work out, how do you expect to build muscle? If you're not in a deficit in terms of calories, how do you expect to lose? It's not that all of a sudden like something special will happen and everything will change. So it's either one of those two. Either you gotta exercise more or eat less. And I found I don't want to eat less, so I just exercise more. So those two would go hand in hand. Think about that. So I guess by now you're probably convinced that if you're still around, you're probably convinced that you still want to do a little bit of home workout, get some exercise in. So let's do that and then see what's good. workout is over and I think I have a pretty good pump now. So before I hit the chicken or like food after the workout, we gotta talk about a little bit of workout during quarantine. So that was my routine. That's how I stay fit or kind of maintain what I have. It's definitely the case that I won't be able to build more muscle based on the intensity that I get over here. All I have is like a dumbbell that's like max 50 pounds. And some people like at home right now, some of you don't even have that dumbbell, which means that you probably have to work with just your body weight. Is it necessary? Definitely not. Like I said before, if you don't want to do this during the quarantine, that's totally fine. Like it's already hard. Adding like a workout on top could help some people, but it also could hurt some people. Some people would be like, this is like too much work. I already have like my work that I do remotely and some other stuff, family stuff, kids, all of those things. So if that's the case, you don't have to do it. Like you can always start after quarantine, or you can always just like start very slowly, like maybe 1 or 2 push-ups. You don't have to go through the whole routine, right? So go watch those like sections that I put for like workout and just pick the ones that you like. Don't start with like everything, because there's so many of those that even I don't like. For example, I don't wanna, like when I go to the gym, I love like squatting, which works on my back and also my legs. But when it comes to home workout and I do like lunges and stuff, I hate it. So I try to minimize it and work on the parts that I like. For example, I like the upper body when I work at home. So when I'm going to the gym, I mostly hit like legs, but when I'm at home, I just like upper body more. So I do what I like, and you probably should do the same. And over time, that pays off more than if you were to do all of those things like today or tomorrow. So just do whatever you like, because at the end of the day, nobody cares, right? Nobody cares what you do. It's you who cares, and you should enjoy the whole process. And if you don't, just stop it, because it's not worth it, right? There were some variations of the moves that I showed. Some of those moves might not work for you. As I said, you might have some pain in the back, in your quads or like thighs, wherever. If that's the case, don't do that exercise, because as I said, it's not necessary, it's optional. All of these exercises are optional. You don't have to do all of them. So pick the ones that you like and you won't hurt yourself. So if you feel pain, which is like not muscle pain, well, to start with, if you're like a new person to work out, then if there's pain, don't do it. Don't do it, ask someone. But if there's no pain and you feel like it's burning a little bit and you're getting tired, that's good. That's good. That means that you're burning fat and also like building a little bit of muscle. So that's perfect. But if you feel like a big pain, either, I don't know, anywhere, not just like in your back or knees, because those are the most important ones, or even shoulder. But if you feel pain, stop. If you don't, keep going as much as you can. Make that part of it routine. Like start, as I said, small, and then build it up. Maybe every day add 1 more rep or 1 more set. And those things are not even important. Like you don't even need to know what a rep is, what a set is, but like do 1 more exercise and that's it. That's all it means. Like at the end of the day, just do 1 more. And everyone says like, what's 1 more? You ask yourself, what's 1 more rep or what's 1 more exercise? It's not much, right? And let's just like the segue to the food section. I have other videos about what you can eat, what you can't, which I said just eat whatever you like, but like exercise to match that food. So don't like worry about these things, just like do something, I guess, during this time. And that's probably the best thing to keep you busy, and also over time, because this is probably going to be a little bit longer than like a couple of weeks or even months. So, and we don't know, right? So it doesn't matter. Just keep doing those small bits, and over time that adds up, and you would look back and be like, wow, I did something and that was useful. So with that, don't give up. If you don't want to do it, don't do it. But if you do want to do it, start slow, build up, get stronger, get faster, do whatever you want. And for the next video, I probably go over some cardio sessions. If you like it, comment below. If you don't, comment below because it's just too much work. The least you can do is like the video, subscribe to the channel, that's for sure. And I'll see you in the next video.